Hey all you great ones. As you can see, we got the Jeep loaded up on the open wheel here. We're fixing to head out to PBR, Wolf Caves in Mason, Texas. And I've had this silly little stupid idea floating around in my head for a while that I just thought would be really cool. So, why not? Let's just do it. All right, so I bought this 24-foot trailer here just not even quite a year ago. And of course, it's all LED and everything as everything is now. But I had this idea floating around in my head that everywhere we go, because we live in Southeast Texas, so everywhere we go is 6 plus 7 hours. And a lot of times we have to leave in the evenings after we get off work. And it's always dark outside, and you know how that goes. Anyway, as you know, we flat tow the Jeep behind the motorhome a lot. So we have the light connection here whenever we flat tow behind the motorhome. And I was like, one day I was like, how cool would it be that when we load the Jeep on the trailer, if we could take our same connection here for flat towing and we could actually plug the Jeep into the trailer. So that whenever you hit the brakes or the turn signals on the trailer, well, the brakes and the tail lights and all the stuff on the Jeep works also. And I was like, well, that would probably be pretty cool because, the trailer is really low and people pay really good attention nowadays, right? Yeah, whatever. So I just thought that it would be really cool that if you turn the signals on or the running lights or the brake lights, it would all reflect on the back of the Jeep also. So why not? It's just a stupid, silly little idea that we're going to do anyways. So let's get at it. So we just have our cord here that we generally plug in from the motorhome, over to the Jeep. I mean, it's pretty long. And I thought, we could just mount it. Right in here somewhere. So I stopped and picked up this little bracket right here. And then, of course, I got the plug. And it's only a few wires, so we should just be able to wire it right into the trailer. All we need to do is pick up the running light, left turn signal, right turn signal, and of course a ground. So we only need 4 wires, like a 4-way flat. Of course, the Jeep's already pre-wired with the correct harnesses and the diodes, so that when it's with the motorhome, it keeps it from back feeding into the vehicle. So I don't see no reason why it won't work. And like I say, it's super, super stupid silly, but why not? Seems pretty cool. So anyway, we're going to mount that and see if it'll work. All right, so something like that. We just pushed a couple of holes through the metal there, put some self-tapping screws in there, and then we'll just mount that dude in there just like that. So now it ain't nothing but down to the wiring, and well, that's pretty simple. All right, so we got our plug mounted, as you can see in there. Well, not really, it's kind of dark. Anyway, our plug's all mounted up there really good. Get around here backside. We got some wire already pre-ran, all hooked up in here. I got it color-coded inside there. But anyway, this is our main charging wire. And it's really easy to pick up power because our trailer breakaway battery is right here. So anyway, we just ran the power wire in, and we picked up the wire coming from the 7-way in the vehicle into here. So we're not drawing off of this battery at all. We're only going to be picking up power coming from the vehicle. And so it'll still go in here and it'll charge the battery, but we won't be robbing power off this battery. So this wire, the red wire right here is going to come directly from our charging vehicle. So now we're just going to crawl up underneath here. Fortunately, our main connection point right here for all the wiring is right there. So we're going to get this all ran over there, get the lights all hooked up. Our ground, man, we have a super good ground right here. So we're just going to ground it right to the same point as the battery, and the trailer's grounded from the 7-way. And we're going to have some lights on the Jeep on the trailer. So there we go. We got our plug all wired in. We just ran a red wire for our 12-volt power source into the breakaway battery box. But we tied into the wire that comes from the charging vehicle into there. So we're not robbing power off of the battery. Just only whenever we have a vehicle tied onto the trailer that has an accessory charging, we'll charge the battery, and also will provide power up to the Jeep. We can actually charge the battery now on the Jeep going down the road too. So in theory, if we plug the Jeep into the trailer right now, we should start charging this battery. So let's see what happens. We'll get her all plugged in here. And there we go. Voila. The battery's charging. Now, I can't check the lights just yet until I get my tow vehicle plugged into it, because the wiring coming off the front of the Jeep won't backfeed into the trailer, because there's it's actually a pre-made harness, so it has the diodes and everything in it so that it can't backfeed to the tow vehicle. But anyway, we'll get our tow vehicle hooked up to it, and we'll plug it all in, and we'll test all the lights and make sure it all works. But anyway, voila, there we go. That'll be pretty cool. So now whenever we have the Jeep loaded on the trailer and we're hauling butt down the highway, anytime whatever light on the trailer is on, whether it be running lights, turn signals, brake lights, or whatever, that will also work the taillights on the Jeep. That's pretty cool. We'll have some low lights, some highlights. So, highlights. Anyway, like I say, stupid little project. I know it. Everybody's going to be like, what the... That was the dumbest thing ever, really. But hey, it's kind of cool, you know? I mean, you have your vehicle loaded on the trailer at night, and your vehicle's all lit up also as well. Now, we do not have it set. As you know, your front lights will not work. It's only the tail lights that'll work. So anyway, there we go. Another stupid little project, but kind of cool. All right, so we just backed the Jeep up here and got it hooked up. Got the trailer lights on. And if we go back here and take a look-see, there we go. The taillights on the Jeep now work with the trailer. That's pretty freaking cool. Anyway, let's turn some turn signals on and make sure they work. And well, there we go. Anyway, did the left, I did the right, checked them all, make sure everything works right. So, what can I say? Stupid project. Check. Done.